What's clearly overpriced but people still buy. My brother's wedding was a few months ago and I was his best man. The wedding was beautiful, but the planning was a nightmare. The worst part was the cake. My brother and his wife wanted a simple 2-tier cake with a few flowers. They went to a bakery and were quoted $300. They thought that was too expensive, so they decided to make their own cake. They bought all the ingredients and spent an entire day baking and decorating the cake. It turned out great, but they realized they had spent over $200 on ingredients and supplies. They also realized they didn't have a way to transport the cake to the venue, so they had to rent a special cake carrier for $50. In the end, they spent more money and time making the cake themselves than if they had just bought one. On the day of the wedding, the cake was beautiful, but it was so hot that the frosting started to melt. They had to keep the cake in the fridge until the last minute, and even then, it was starting to sag. After the wedding, they realized they had forgotten to take the cake carrier back to the rental place, and they were charged an extra $50. In the end, they spent over $300 on a cake that almost melted and caused them a lot of stress.